A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Hey, box truck.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Darnold. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Steve McClendon. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. Back to throw Darnold. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game.
Here we go. 180.
Double time. Hey. 4 down.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
180.
50. Check right 50. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check.
From the 31, Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Mike 54. Here it comes. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Who that?
On 1st down, it's Darnold. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on 1st down, Darnold, and he's going to go down again. Khalil Mack racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Check three. Check, crouch.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Gano is going to miss this one left. Oh, it's no good for Gano. And this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
12, fellas, here we go.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. Over the middle, it's complete. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Check three. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Here we go.
23 yards on the play.
Here we go.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Garoppolo. And he's got the hook up here, complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Two.
Mike's 50.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Garoppolo now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll run here with Mack, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
At the 6-yard line.
Garoppolo now. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
So we got
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, well, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Darnold, he's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A gain of 4 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He was a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to go. It's Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful, because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Check 13. Check 13.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Switch. Pick the edge. Come.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken near the 13. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard
The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Hey.
Darnold now to throw. Going deep for Diggs. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn it.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that. Back in the good old days.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. This is Logan. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. From the 22, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Got Oh, man, he finds Sanders. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Go back.
Go 58's the mic. Oh, you got deep? Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They run again with Logan. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. To throw is Darnold. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll run it. Freeman. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Royce Freeman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point try good by Gano, and that will shave one more off this lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be. And he is going to go down here, but we also have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Will Parks. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Called that a very strong gain of 24. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
He's crossing. He's checking crack.
They'll run it here with Logan. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Check 3, check 3. Check 4, check 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Logan. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old-school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not It's not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Ready?
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Now it's Darnold. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Darren Lee picks it. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Garoppolo now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
That's the way. Begin.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but it went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
Going deep for Diggs. It's caught at the 10. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 45 yards. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. On the carry, it's Logan. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. T.J. Logan, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kareem Martin came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. To try again after the sack. Garoppolo under pressure again, and down he goes again. Kareem Martin able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
No.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Throwing right, and that's complete. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. The Steelers send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this will be taken at the 13. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
36. Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Logan. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run with Logan. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. There he goes, left side. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T.J. Logan with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, if some guy, there will be casualties at times.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Curtis Samuel with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point try for Gostkowski. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll try the left side. It's Logan. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go, son. Check right 54. Right 54. And here we go. Watch the pass.
They'll keep it on the ground. Logan. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got him in. Complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 57 yards. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You know, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for Cincinnati, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, no.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, the head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over